Let's talk now to Steve Nagiewicz, the marine archaeologist at Stockton University in New Jersey. Steve, good to see you. Welcome. Given your experience, considering the depth at which this search is being conducted, what are the difficulties associated with searching for anything in this kind of environment? I mean, how does the depth impact the search operation?
Well, it's a complicated search because it's a large area, but they're also aided by the fact that there's a complete mapping of the Titanic wreck site that's been done, I think, completed just this year. And it's a virtual sonar map of the entire area. So they could use that as the base for looking for things that aren't in that area that they previously mapped, which could be this submarine. So that can narrow their search a little bit if they use that as a guideline. But dragging a sonar or using a remotely operated vehicle, an ROV, is just a matter of time covering space. And as the clock winds down on available power and oxygen for the people in the submersible, that's the biggest issue.
Do you think people should be diving to the wreck of the Titanic, given how clearly dangerous it is?
Sure, why not? I mean, people line up to climb Mount Everest, K2. We go to the jungles. We look for so many. We go to Antarctica, which is almost as unforgiving an environment as the bottom of the ocean. It's in human nature to explore and to want to know things. The only caveat I'd add is that we need to make sure that when we do those things, we go as safely as possible. But accidents happen. The Titanic itself was the most modern piece of technology in its time, and it sank on its first voyage. The Space Shuttle Challenger, all of our technology is wonderful, and it allows us to see the world, the stars, the bottom of the ocean, but it's fallible, and you have to take that into account.
It's so easy to think, isn't it, given sat-nav, radar, robotics, AI, that the oceans are now somehow smaller and shallower. But of course, as you suggest, they remain as challenging and as dangerous as ever, don't they?
It's interesting. We can go to the moon. We see live pictures from Mars, and it's relatively easy, not cheap, mind you, but easy to do that. The bottom of the ocean, however, is dealing with hundreds and hundreds, thousands of feet of water, and it has weight. And that pressure on the seafloor is the equivalent of an elephant standing on every square inch of our bodies. And it's hard to make a device, a submersible, a submarine, capable of withstanding that pressure. And as a result, we don't explore as much using submersibles because the remote technology is much simpler, and it gives us a better picture of the bottom. And then when we want to take a closer look, then it's time to take the submersible down. Then it's time to be human. Let's take a look for ourselves.
Steve, good to talk to you. Thanks for your time and your expertise. Steve Nagiewicz, the marine archaeologist at Stockton University in New Jersey.
Thank you.